get tired of having to make stupid thumbnails for my videos. Now this is, I don't know what I'm going to title this. I was going to do separate videos, but I said to myself, no, don't do separate videos. Just do everything at once. And make this a 2-hour-long video. So I got something in the mail. It's a book, music related. I want to show you. And then tell you about some other books I have bought recently. A CD, a $2 CD that I absolutely love. And a little bit on the band called Yes. And to top it all off, I'm going to tell you, the viewer, my top 10 favorite old country singers. Not new country. I don't like new country. If you like new country music, what are you doing on my channel? Just joking. So anyway, first things first. And I had ordered Sparks 3-disc, what's it called? Past tense. It's spanning their whole career, but it didn't come in. So I'm hoping to do the unboxing of that next week, along with a remastered Gratuitous Sax and Senseless Violins by Sparks. So this is a book series. I think it's written by different authors. And the first two I have they're called On Track, Every Album, Every Song. And there's even a Beatles one, which I might get sometime. So the two I had previously are Oyster Cult, and it goes through, you know, their discography, and the author talks about each song and his opinion on it. Sometimes, you know, I don't agree with his opinion, but it's still a very fun read. For instance, in Chapter 8, New Worlds Waiting in the Skies, for Culticeras Erectus, their 1980 album, his thoughts on Hungry Boys. He just, you know, it's a kind of a new wave-ish track, and he says, Hungry Boys has none of the redeeming qualities of the preceding song and goes down in history as the single worst Oyster Cult song ever. And I love the song, but that's his opinion. He thinks it's the worst. What a loser. And also, yes, every album, every song, and they're just fun reads. Like I said, I enjoy, you know, other people's opinions on, and it's got pictures to look at. And just a fun read. So, and also I got this other Oyster Cult book, the Oyster Cult Story, Agents of Fortune. And I'm sure I've shown this in some other video, but just showing it again. So the latest one that just came out today, On Track, Every Album, Every Song, 1966 to 1979. Frank Zappa. What a coincidence, I'm wearing a Frank Zappa t-shirt. Oh, there's pictures. And so this is, I'm going to really enjoy. I will just quickly, I know a lot of people don't like the Flo and Eddie era. So I'm just curious what he thinks of Magdalena, if that's how you pronounce it. Modern Zappa fans with little patience for Flo and Eddie are likely appalled by this track. But he says the music is engaging, featuring vaudevillian elements, upbeat pop played in 6/4 time signatures, 12/8 popping up from time to time, and a lengthy and impressive soul parody in which Kalen and Volman give it their all and commit totally to the lyrics and the music. This doesn't necessarily negate the disturbing elements, but makes the piece work in spite of itself. So this is going to be a good read. I should read the whole book to you. Speaking of Blue Oyster Cult, in case you didn't see the one video, there's this is before they were Blue Oyster Cult. They were Stock Forest group, and that's all of the songs. So this is real. I was really impressed with this. It has elements. It's kind of a mixture of their debut album and a Grateful Dead kind of psychedelia kind of a sound to it. Excuse me, do you have to vacuum now? I am doing a video. Do you not know who I am? The mosquitoes in Canada sound just like that vacuum cleaner. Okay, anyway. One more silly little thing to go through. Take two. And before I get to my top 10 country artists, try and get through this quickly for you. When Molly was down, she'd gone to a used vinyl record store, used CDs, and she picked me up for $2, Van Morrison, Magic Time. And I have a lot of Van Morrison albums, but I never even knew about this album at all. I'd never heard of it. And it's from 2005, and I played it for the first time last night. I loved it. It might be one of my, it's way up there. I have about, I don't know, maybe 20 Van Morrison albums, or close to it. And it would be way up. So you Van Morrison fans, have you heard this? It's kind of jazzy, bluesy. His vocals are just amazing, especially on Lonely and Blue. So thank you, Molly. I love you. I told her more than once last night how much I love this whole album. And last night, finally, I took the time to listen to this whole album on headphones, and I thought I would, enjoy it. The hit single from it I've always loved, but I didn't think I would enjoy this album as much as I did. 90125. I know some of my viewers in the past have said, "Oh, you haven't heard this," and insulted me and stuff. But yes, and I give credit to I don't know how you pronounce his last name, but Trevor Rabin. Is it Rabin or Rabin? I don't know. But he does an awesome job in the band, and John Anderson, of course. I loved every song on this album, and I'm looking forward to playing it on repeat many times. I also played, this is considered the worst Yes album, and I finally listened to the whole thing last night. And besides the production, which is not the greatest, it wasn't a bad album at all. It wasn't terrible. It was enjoyable. It's not one of their greatest, no. The only one I was starting to fall asleep with it's called The Solution. And I don't know if there's a hidden section to it, but there's like crickets and everything. It gets really quiet, and then these vocals come in and out, and it got boring. It was like, I think, over 20 minutes long. And but otherwise, it's not bad. I'm going to listen to this more. And, Billy Shearwood is on this one, and he's taken some, negativity from Yes fans, but he was great. So I enjoyed this. Now I have to see if this is the one I have to listen to all the way through. So wish me luck on that. Yes, Union. And now for the grand finale, for all you country fans. So, growing up, my dad had Columbia Records, get 12 records for $1, or vinyl records for $1. And so he was in that for a few years. And so when I got bored of the few vinyl records I had, I would listen to his country records. And I enjoyed quite a few of them. And so this is my top 10 list. And I also wanted to mention there's going to be some artists that I really like that won't be mentioned. And, I'll get in the comment section below. What about Charlie Pride? Well, he's not on my top 10 list, but I loved the music of Charlie Pride, that, from my dad's records. Kiss an angel good morning. Does my ring hurt your finger when you go out at night? So not on the list, but I still really respect them as country artists and enjoy quite a few of their songs that I've heard. Charlie Pride, Patsy Cline, what a great singer she was. Johnny Horton, North to Alaska is the one I really remember, but the other one was his big hit. And they ran through the rest, and they ran through the hands, and they ran so fast, how did I go? And so fast the hands couldn't catch it, and that song. I forget it at the moment. I could Google it, but I don't want to. But it was Battle of New Orleans. That was it. Sorry for singing. Dolly Parton, what a talent she is. Anne Murray, Canada's very own Anne Murray. And Shania Twain, she was really overplayed in the, I guess it was the 90s. But I've always, I've never hated any of her songs. I kind of actually enjoyed them. Man, I feel like a woman. Okay, my top 10, and then we'll be done with the silliness. I'm in a good mood today, even though Molly's not here. Number 10, Hank Snow. I really loved his, I used to play this song over and over in my dad's record collection. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere, man, I've been everywhere. And I loved it that he mentioned Toronto. That's before I know that he was Canadian. So I was impressed he mentioned Toronto in the lyrics. Number 9, at work, every Wednesday they play the new country crap. But once in a blue moon, this artist comes on the radio and I think, oh my God, actual talent. Even though he's not considered old country, he's, more new country. But Garth Brooks. A great talent. I'm sorry. Number 8, Willie Nelson. Who doesn't love Willie Nelson? Number 7, Merle Haggard. Now these are, these can even be interchangeable. They're just great talents. I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. Mama Tried. I think I played his greatest hits. That my dad, The Fighting Side of Me. Just great songs. Great songs. Number 6, Buck Owens and the Buckaroos. I've got a Tiger by the Tail, Act Naturally, of course, which he later did perform with Ringo Starr in I believe it was the 80s. But mainly his hit songs, and I really enjoyed them. Number 5, Glenn friggin' Campbell. What a awesome guitarist and singer talent. His documentary that was on Netflix 2 or 3 years ago, about him losing his memory. It reminded me of my dad, and by the end of that I was a sobbing mess. But just a great talent. Number 4, in the 80s, this guy was so overplayed. I used to live, there used to be a family above me in this apartment building, and they'd be playing his greatest hits, like non-stop, day after day after day, and then suddenly one day they stopped playing. I guess they got sick of him. Kenny Rogers. And also, respect to him, you know, earlier in his career with the first edition. I love the songs he did with the first edition, something burning, or something's burning. Oh Ruby, don't take your love to town, and the one I just found out what condition my condition is in. That song, whatever it's called. And you know, his 80s or his 70s, 80s songs, Lady and Coward of the County, The Gambler, they're all good country songs. So, number 3, Hank Williams Jr., one of the greatest. Cold, Cold Heart comes to mind, but he had dozens of great songs. And number 2, I think number 2 is really, really, really underrated as a country artist, and kind of a pop artist too, country pop. His biggest hit was Trailers for Sale or Rent, Rooms to Rent 50 cents. That's right. Roger Miller. Dang Me. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd, which is true. I tried that once. And I've seen YouTube videos of him. He could play the drums. Excuse me. I think guitar. He's just multi-talented. Songwriter, vocals, some funny songs, some more serious songs. Just an awesome talent, and I would actually seriously like to get like a greatest hits package of his at some point. And number 1 is Johnny Cash. Nobody in country is number 1 except Johnny friggin' Cash. Thank you. That's it. Have a great day.